screens. Esquivel to Garcia. Off the deflection. Los Fresnos comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria!
There's Warner. Here comes a headed jam. Counted for two. Field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved.
What a game. Cortez smacked to the left. That is gone.
Rafa Perez, that's my play. Off the backboard, counting, and a win! And a win! Brian Perez wins the game for the Santa Rosa Warriors, and they go nuts, and why not? And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast here on the RSL Network. We're on the San Perlita channel. Joe Bowling with you. Pregame show for San Perlita taking on McMullin County. I'm Joe Bowling. San Perlita on the SP channel. This pregame show brought to you by Pronto Insurance, by Mott's Building Materials, by the City of South Padre Island, and by Luke Fruya Motors. State rankings are out. Both of these teams are in it. McMullin County coming off a loss to LaSarra. LaSarra also state ranked. And so these two teams are eyeing a spot to be in contention for that top district spot. Should be a good one between the Trojans and the Cowboys. Both teams taking warm-ups. We're on the pregame show. We'll be back with more after this.
Muchos me andan criticando, pues traigo carrazos que como le hago. Tengo aseguro del bueno, pronto y flexible y sale barato. Es mi corrido humilde, que no se te olvide que me ando ahorrando.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
We live here, we work here, we love it here. Look for your motors in Brownsville, Texas. We're here for you.
Welcome back to our pregame show, which has been preempted here as they went ahead and reset the clock, sent the two teams over to the sidelines, and we're ready to go with the broadcast here. Our pregame show brought to you in part by Pronto Insurance, by Mott's Building Materials, by the City of South Padre Island, and by Luke Fruya Motors. As we are ready for the introduction of these two teams, we missed that during the girls. I don't think they're going to have it here for the boys either. We're going to roll right into game time. Trojans in the white uniforms with the red trim. Neither team in the state rankings, but it doesn't mean they're both not in contention for the top spot in the district. LaSarra, though, is in the top 20. LaSarra will be taking on the San Perlita team on Tuesday, but hey, all the action is right here on this floor. Trojans trying to punch their ticket towards the top of the district with a victory here. We're in the center circle and ready to go, and the game begins with a tip controlled by McMullin County. They made a state run last year, but most of those players are gone. And we'll see what the Cowboys bring to the table this season. They'll work against this defense of San Perlita. Ball in the hands of Nathan Little. Little hands it off to Brandon Timms. Timms back to Little. Trojans extending on the defensive end. We're a half a minute into this ball game. No shots attempted for either team. Little gets it over. This is a Timms three. That's good. Timms from beyond the arc connects. Trojans now on the offensive end. Over in the hands of Julian Johnson. Johnson dishes it inside. Whistle blows. Foul called as the defense collapsed on the entry pass to Xavier Olivares for the Trojans. Foul called on Brandon Timms. It'll be his first, team foul number 1. Non-shooting foul. It's Trojan basketball out of bounds on the baseline. They'll look to inbound it and get it in the hands of Ryan Centrone. Centrone over to Johnson. Johnson puts it on the floor, attacks with a jump stop in the paint, flips it up, no good. Quick rebound for McMullin County. They'll work it out in the hands of Timms. Timms over to Nathan Little. Little gets it in the hands of Eugenio George. That's a 5'9 junior. Kicks it out for a three. That one's well off the mark on the rebound. Trojans will control it and bring it up. Down 3-0. Early stages here of this contest between San Perlita and McMullin County. Centrone kicks it over for a shooter. This three is way off the mark. Long rebound comes out for the Cowboys. Nathan Little will bring it up. Little listed as a junior at 5'11". Kicks it over to Timms. Timms on an entry pass, hands it off to Ryan Trudeau. Trudeau listed at 6'5" as a senior. Kick it outside around the perimeter to Little. Little gets it in the corner. Here's a Timms three. Good look. Knocks another one down. Brandon Timms from beyond the arc connects for a second time. 6 points for the visitors. It's San Perlita basketball. Trojans get it over to Johnson. Johnson finds Olivares. Olivares to Muniz. Back to Olivares. Muniz, before that, Timms will kick it. And out of bounds will be San Perlita basketball on the offensive end. Girls action, McMullin County with a steady game. Walked out with a victory. Olivares on the dribble. Got it to go and got fouled. Xavier Olivares for two. And heads to the free throw line for the San Perlita Trojans. We'll take a look at that on the split screen replay on the right side of your screen. Watch the penetration by Olivares. After the ball comes in, they'll quickly get it in his hands. He recognizes they got one man to beat, does so, and then puts it in for the made basket. Free throw wouldn't go. So for the Trojans, they're down 6-2 here in this game, and all eyes on where's Brandon Timms, who's hit two big three-pointers. He's got the ball now. Passes it off, gets it back, goes baseline, attacks, finds a shooter in the corner. That one rims out, no good. Offensive board, put it up and in and counted the foul. The offensive board work by Ryan Trudeau, the 6'5 senior. Trudeau with the stick back. Stands at the line, makes the free throw. 9-2 lead now for the Cowboys. Substitution off the bench for San Perlita. Frank Ramirez will check in the game. Trojan team needing some offense. Down 7 here early in the game. Centrone to Olivares. Back to Centrone. Back to Olivares. Finds Johnson in the paint. Hangs in the air with the left hand. Won't go. Got his own board. Puts it up again. Got fouled. And Julian Johnson going to the line. Julian Johnson working the boards for the San Perlita Trojans. And he'll be looking for his first point of the contest. Stops the clock with 4:51 to go here. First free throw, no good. Trojans now 0 for 2 at the free throw line. Nate Royal will check in for the McMullin County Cowboys. A senior listed at 6'3". Johnson ready with the next one. Can't get that to go. Immediately, Royal got the rebound, and then the whistle blew. Now call a push-off on San Perlita's Trojans. McMullin County now with the ball. Centrone brings it across. Hands it off to Sims. Sims now to Eugenio George. Buck over to Royal. Here's Sims again. Pulls the trigger on a three. Made his first two. Misses this one on the long rebound. It's controlled by Little. Nathan Little keeps it alive. Spins it left-hand side to Royal. Back outside to Sims. Sims is hounded defensively. Trojans nearly get to it. Here's a Timms three, and he makes his third. Another three-pointer in the books for Brandon Timms. He's got 9 in the quarter, and the lead is double digits. Timeout called for San Perlita's Trojans. Back after this.
You hear all the time, whenever you hear of San Perlita, it's a basketball team. I'm the boys basketball coach for varsity. I played basketball with a couple of these guys, brothers. Anytime, I had my coaches around, it was like having a mentor in life. That's when I quickly realized, these guys don't just do it for the basketball. It's beyond basketball. It's creating a man out of these young boys at a young age. It goes from meeting your coaches and then them being your mentors, not just in basketball, but in life.
It's always the right time to visit the best beach in Texas. South Padre Island is home to good vibes, great food, and beautiful memories. Visit South Padre Island, your island escape.
Back here on the San Perlita channel, Trojans took a timeout. They find themselves down by 10 points. 9 of those points belong to Brandon Timms on 3 3-pointers here in the first quarter. Julian Johnson on the dribble for the Trojans. Takes it into a triple team. Kicks it outside for a 3 by Centrone that won't go on the rebound. That's Royal who controls it for his second rebound of the game. Cowboys with the 10-point lead and the ball. Timms watches as Little dribbles it now to Timms. Reverse it over to George. George back in the hands of Little. Little given all the defense he wants by Centrone. Back out to Timms. Now they'll get it inside to Trudeau. Goes to work against Johnson. Shoots it over him. Drew contact, and he'll get to the free throw line as Julian Johnson commits his first foul. Ryan Trudeau listed at 6'5". Has 3 points in the game. Misses his first free throw here. Trudeau now 1 of 2 at the line. Substitution is Rudy Razzo in the game for San Perlita's Trojans. Second free throw for Trudeau is good. 1 of 2 on the trip. Let me change my score up. How are you about that? Visitors on top, 13-2. San Perlita ball. Centrone for 3, well short. Trudeau got the rebound. Cowboys with the basketball. Timms. Guarded on a switch by Johnson, hands it off to Little. Good spacing here by this McMullin County team. Over in the hands of George. George cuts through. Timms forces an entry pass into Trudeau. Goes to work, and he got fouled as Olivares inside trying to fend off the taller player. Commits a foul. Non-shooting foul, team foul number 4. First of the game called on Frank Ramirez in this case. Timms catches the ball. Puts it on the floor, stays out wide. Razzo there to guard him. Gets it to Little. Mullen County showing they can be patient on the offensive end. Overhead pass to Little. Little guarded by Razzo. Now flips it to Trudeau. Back outside to Timms. Timms hands it off to Little. Little to George. They continue with this motion. Inside to Trudeau. Back outside. 3 for Royal. That won't go. On the rebound, a push off, and we'll see who this is on. Call it on Eugenio George of McMullin County. George will have a seat on the bench after picking up his second foul. Replaced by Nate Turner. Turner checks in, another 6'3" senior on this squad. San Perlita basketball. In point production, they've been limited to 2 here in this first quarter of play. Olivares. Off the dribble, takes it deep to the baseline and puts it off the glass and in. Xavier Olivares. 2 more. McMullin County back with the ball. Now, that last time down, they went with a lot of time off the clock on a patient set on the offensive end. Timms, 3. Made his 4th. Brandon Timms. 12 points, all of them coming beyond the arc, and the Trojans turn it over. Brandon Timms single-handedly handling things here in the first quarter for McMullin County. He's got the ball now as he brings it across. Timms got a high side screen. Handed off to Little. Minute to go here in the first. Turner. Now to Royal as they'll just weave it on top to Timms. Johnson comes out to guard him, trying to stay with him step for step. Got a screen. Timms now veers left, handed off to Turner. Turner finds Royal. Back outside for a 3. That won't go. Johnson got the rebound, and here come the Trojans. Julian Johnson, coast to coast in traffic, has it taken away. Off the turnover, here come the Cowboys back on the offensive end. Little hands it off to Timms, working through a screen. They're going to call a foul, and they'll call that on Nathan Little. Little, in one motion, made a pass, drifted over to set a screen, and that's a moving screen no matter how it happens. He was definitely moving into the defender coming at him. Trojan basketball. Olivares again goes to work into a double team and got fouled. And Xavier Olivares will get to the free throw line for the Trojans of San Perlita. And right now, Xavier Olivares has been the spot as far as scoring points for the Trojans. He's got all 4 of their first quarter points, adds another there. 16-5 your score. Frank Ramirez sits on the bench as Caden Light will check in for San Perlita. Olivares at the free throw line is ready. Connects there. McMullin County now with the ball. 8 seconds, now 7. This is Timms on the dribble. Timms against the defense of Johnson. Got him in the air, shoots a 3. Missed that. He didn't miss many in the first quarter. Timms misfires on that one. Second quarter coming up. McMullin County on top of San Perlita. 16-6 is your score. This is the RSL Network, San Perlita channel. Back after this.
Man, I would see Julian when he was 3-4 years old, running around the house, and I would always tell him, man, we let that road runner go. It was difficult for them to catch Julian. You could see the athleticism that Julian had. There was just something in Julian that you can tell that's just who Julian is. Julian's a fighter.
Marcin has known Julian since he was little. That's one of the pluses here at our school. You go to big schools where kids might just be a number. Here in San Perlita, kids have a name.
Back here, Joe Bowling with you on the San Perlita channel on the RSL Network. After one quarter of play, McMullin County on top by the score of 16-6. McMullin County shot 5 of 11 from the field at 45%, or 4 of 10 outside the arc for 40%. All 4 made three-pointers by Brandon Timms, who leads away with a dozen points on the scoring. Trojans, just 7 shots attempted. They were 2 of 7 from the field, 29%, 2 of 4 inside the arc, 0 for 3 beyond the arc. Limited shot production for the Trojans. They'll have the ball as we start the second. A long 3. Olivares finds it. Three for the Trojans. Out of the gate. Whistle. Now a foul is going to be called. Let's take a look at that instant replay. On the opening shot made by the Trojans to start this third quarter of play, Didn't take much. It took one pass. And then the deep three that funnels home. McMullin County with the basketball. Off the dribble, no shot taken. Back outside to Timms. He's been red hot. Takes it baseline. Flips it over in the corner. Now reverse it. Get it back to the free throw line. This is Trudeau. Nothing there for George. And it's a good show on the defensive end. There's an offensive foul away from the ball. Hard physical screen away from the ball set by Eugenio George. For Eugenio George, that'll be his third foul of the first half. It'll be San Perlita ball. And the Trojans bring it up. Johnson with a catch. One hands it over to Centrone. That shot's rejected out. Big block shot there by Ryan Trudeau. He came over and just said, not on that. Johnson catches, launches a three. Well off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds. And it'll be McMullin County basketball out of bounds. Timms brings it up. Brandon Timms, the 6-foot junior, has been the highlight reel thus far for McMullin County on the offensive end. Outside it goes to Little. Get it on the baseline. Kick it outside. Wide open three. That won't go. Weak side rebound by Royal. And the whistle stops play. It'll be McMullin County ball out of bounds, and Timms will trigger the inbound play. You got to watch him after he delivers a pass of drifting out in the corner. Johnson tips that out of bounds on the sideline. They tried to lob it into Nate Turner. Now Turner's listed at 6'3", but Johnson had the ups to get over the top of that. Send it out. Nonetheless, it's McMullin County basketball. Cowboys work it to Little. Little on the dribble, takes it in traffic, tried to dish it off. Somehow it rolls in the corner. Loose ball now picked up by Johnson, and he gets fouled. And that was a case in which San Perlita just out-hustled McMullin County to basketballs on that trip down the floor. It'll be Trojan ball. Trojans scored just 6 points in the first quarter, had the only 3 points scored between the teams here in the second. Off the dribble is Olivares. Takes it, spins it, shot it, missed it, got fouled. And Xavier Olivares will get back to the free throw line for the San Perlita Trojans. Olivares ready to shoot. He's 2 for 3 from the line. Relax on the first, 2 shots. First is no good. Trojans just 2 of 6 at the free throw line as a team. Second free throw for Olivares. No good. Trudeau got the rebound. McMullin County with the ball and a 7-point lead. Left side is Timms. Missed a layup in the paint. Rebound secured there by Overstreet for McMullin County. Timms on the drive, left side off the glass. That won't go either. Johnson tips the rebound out, and here come the Trojans. San Perlita ball to a trailer. This is Centrone out to Johnson. Johnson into traffic, kicks it back outside, further over to Olivares. Baseline shot won't go. In the paint, rebound, out of bounds off of San Perlita. As Ryan Centrone was in there fighting for that loose ball. McMullin County ball. Again, the Cowboys have not scored yet here in the second quarter. However, the 10-point lead after the first 8 minutes played gives them that margin of being able to sustain that. Pass by Timms and a travel. Timms took it inside. I think everyone on his team thought, hey, he's going to shoot this. He delivered a last-second pass. Turnover gives it back to San Perlita. Trojans trying to capitalize on this, though, trying to get points off of this. So multiple stops, 3 minutes worth of stops in the half here, or in the quarter, that is. But not much to show on the point production because the points made were on the first trip down the floor when they had the ball in their hands. Trojans working it to Johnson. Overhead pass to Centrone. Nothing there for him. Back to Johnson. Johnson makes a move in the paint. Missed it. Tipped rebound. That's Lehi. Back outside it goes. This three won't go. And Trudeau got the rebound. It will be McMullin County ball. Again, down by 7. Here comes Timms. If you're just joining us, Brandon Timms has 12 points in the game on 4 made three-pointers. Ball outside to Little. Looking inside, posting up is Trudeau. No delivery yet. They'll go to Timms instead. Timms to Little. Little on the dribble, pulls up for the 15-footer. That won't go. Johnson got the rebound, then he got fouled. And Julian Johnson picking up his 3rd rebound of the game. Foul on Trudeau, which is his 2nd. Team foul number 4 on McMullin County here in the 2nd quarter. Trojans again get the stop. Can they get points out of these stops? Muniz over to Centrone, back to Muniz, back to Centrone. Centrone stays out wide. Deep 3. Too strong. Rebound to McMullin County, and they'll control it. Overhead pass to Little. Little to Timms. Timms on the dribble. Cuts through. Now back out to Little. On the far side, that's Royal. Back to Timms. Timms between the circles. He's got range out there. Don't kid yourself. Stays on the dribble. Left side, forced a shot. Missed it. Rebound tipped on the weak side, up and in. Trudeau on the tip back. First point scored of the 2nd quarter here for McMullin County. 3 for the Trojans. That won't go. On the rebound, they're going to call a foul pushing off. And they'll call that on San Perlita. And the shooting woes continue for the Trojans. They are 3 of 14 from the field, 21% in the first half, 1 of 9 beyond the arc. And that's just 11% shooting from the three-point arc for San Perlita. McMullin County basketball. Timms on the dribble. Takes it right side, lets a shot go, and buries that. Brandon Timms, first points inside the arc for him. He's got 14 in the game. The lead is 11 for McMullin County. Trojans. Johnson in traffic, up the glass. Won't go, he got fouled. And Julian Johnson will get to the free throw line. Never mind, call that on a Trojan. Setting a screen, Olivares will pick up his 2nd foul. Call it travel instead. McMullin County ball. Outside to Royal. On the drive, whistle blows there. Now that'll be a foul. And that's going to send Ryan Trudeau back to the free throw line for McMullin County. Trudeau in the game, 2 of 3 at the line. He's got 6 points and 5 rebounds. Foul was on Frank Ramirez, which is his 2nd. Free throw number 1, no good. Trudeau ready with another. Got that. McMullin County extends the lead by another point. They're up 21-9. Muniz to Johnson. Johnson for the Trojans. Back to Muniz for a long 3. That's short. And the rebound, McMullin County will control. Cowboys in control here. Hand it to Timms. Timms to Royal, Royal to Little. Now reverse it, back on the hands of Trudeau. Goes to work in the paint. Can't get that to go. Rebound by Julian Johnson. Here come the Trojans of San Perlita. Julian Johnson spins, baseline, won't go. Offensive rebound, weak side, that won't go. Johnson tips the rebound twice. Trudeau tries to save it, it's off his hands. Minute 29 to go here in the half. San Perlita, who scored just 6 points in the first quarter, has 3 in the second quarter. And again, that was on their first possession of this second frame. Trojans ball, 3 on the way. That won't go either. Missed by Ramirez. Trudeau gets a rebound, his 6th of the game. And McMullin County back on the offensive end. Timms to Little. Out to Timms once again. Gets it to Trudeau, high side, back to Timms. Timms finds Little. Under a minute to go here in this first half of play. Now they'll work it into Trudeau, but it's tipped away by Johnson, nearly stolen. They'll go back outside for a wide open 3. That won't go. On the rebound, controlled there as Brandon Overstreet somehow gets to it, gets it outside for a 3 that won't go, and then the whistle blows. Foul was on Ryan Trudeau, which is his 3rd. That should have been the 5th team foul. Player control, so it's San Perlita ball. Cintrone on the dribble for the Trojans. To late. Over it goes to Olivares. Fadeaway jumper. That won't go. Offensive rebound. Put that up and in. Ten-point ball game. This is Timms in traffic. He'll get fouled. And that really isn't a bad foul. It's not in the act of shooting. Timms was about to get that shot away. He got fouled first, and that's only the 4th team foul on the Trojans. So it's 5.5 seconds to go in the half. McMullin County will inbound the ball. The foul, though, was on Olivares, which is his 3rd for the Trojans. Stops the clock with 5.5 seconds to go because of moisture on the floor, which they'll attend to that. Coming up at halftime statistics and highlights of the first half of this one between McMullin County and San Perlita. 10 seconds remaining. Our appreciation to the San Perlita School District for being one of the schools that has a channel here on the RSL network and assisting us in being able to produce these games. McMullin County to inbound the ball. Outside to Little. Over to Timms. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Timms' fadeaway shot won't go. And the first half is in the books. Welcome to our halftime show here on the RSL network, brought to you by Pronto Insurance, by Mott's Building Materials, by the City of South Padre Island, and by Luke Fruia Motors. Our score at halftime is 21-11 with McMullin County on top. We'll take a quick break when we come back. Statistics, highlights, and more. This is the RSL Network on the San Perlita channel.
Ibanez Tortilleria, serving up freshly made in-house corn and flour tortillas since 1994. Try delicious menudo, tasty barbacoa, fresh tamales, tacos, pareadas with juicy grilled chicken, and tender fajitas. On Mondays, buy 1 barbacoa taco and get 1 free if you mention that you're a Bloodhound fan. Located at 4726 Paredes Line Road, Brownsville, Texas. Open every day at 6:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. To order, contact 956-541-9594.
We live here. We work here. We love it here. Look for your motors in Brownsville, Texas. We're here for you.
Hey man, how you doing? What can I do for you today?
I'm building a house from the ground up.
No problem. We will review your plan to make sure everything is to scale. Our team will create a complete materials list to get the job done.
That's why I always come here.
Relax. With Mott's, you've got this.
We are back here at the halftime show, brought to you by Pronto Insurance, by Mott's Building Materials, by the City of South Padre Island, and by Luke Furia Motors. Our score 21-11 at the halftime break for the McMullin County Cowboys, who lead. They shot 22%, or check that, 32% from the field in the first half, 7-22 overall. 3 of 8 inside the arc for 38%, 4 of 14 beyond the arc for 29%. 3 of 5 at the free throw line. Turned it over a couple of times. Took down 17 rebounds. For San Perlita, they shot 20% from the field, 4 of 20 overall. 3 of 9 inside the arc for 33%. 1 of 11 beyond the arc for 9%. 2 of 7 at the free throw line. Turned it over 3 times. Your leading scorers, one player in double figures. That's Brandon Timms. For the Cowboys of McMullin County, he leads all scorers with 14. Teammate Ryan Trudeau had 7. That's it. That's their 21 points. Trudeau leads away on boards with 6. For the Trojans, Xavier Olivares leads away with 6 points in the first half. Julian Johnson had 5 rebounds to lead the team in that category. Here's your first half highlights.
Hija, tomorrow's your quinceañera. I need you to call your padrinos and tell them thank you for the salon, the tamales, the dress, el DJ.
Ay, Ama, you called them. I didn't even want a quinceañera in the first place. I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will, fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero all year in insurance thanks to Pronto Insurance.
Let's just get the quinceañera and go straight to Paris.
Call your padrinos right now.
Okay.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
On the hands of Nathan Little. Little hands it off to Brandon Timms. Timms back to Little. Trojans extending on the defensive end. We're a half a minute into this ball game. No shots attempted for either team. Little gets it over. This is a Timms 3. That's good. Kicks it over to Timms. Timms on an entry pass. Hands it off to Ryan Trudeau. Trudeau listed at 6'5" as a senior. Kick it outside around the perimeter to Little. Little gets it in the corner. Here's a Timms 3. Good look. Knocks another one down. Ball on the offensive end. Girls action, McMullin County with a steady game. Walked out with a victory. Olivares on the dribble. Got it to go and got fouled. Pointers. He's got the ball now. Passes it off. Gets it back. Goes baseline. Attacks. Finds a shooter in the corner. That one rims out. No good. Offensive board. Put it up and in and counted the foul. Nathan Little keeps it alive. Spins it left-hand side to Royal. Back outside to Sims. Sims is hounded defensively. Trojans nearly get to it. Here's a Timms 3, and he makes his third in this first quarter of play. Olivares off the dribble. Takes it deep to the baseline and puts it off the glass and in. They went with a lot of time off the clock on a patient set on the offensive end. Timms 3. Made his 4th. Brandon Timms in the field, 29%, 2 of 4 inside the arc, 0 for 3 beyond the arc. Limited shot production for the Trojans. They'll have the ball as we start the second. Along 3. Olivares finds it. Then Perlita ball. And the Trojans bring it up. Johnson with a... And that's some of your halftime highlights. Again, the big highlights were Brandon Timms connecting on 4 made three-pointers for McMullin County in that first half to extend his team to the double-digit lead. Points have been limited, just 32 between the two teams, so anybody that gets hot certainly has a chance as we start the second half. Pronto Insurance, Mott's Building Materials, City of South Padre Island, and Luke Furia Motors, some of our sponsors here for the halftime show. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll get you to the second half. San Perlita trails McMullin County. This is the RSL Network.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles.
Back here, we start the second half of play. It'll be San Perlita basketball. Trojans have been limited to just 11 points thus far after a half of play. They'll work it over to Johnson. Johnson with an open three. It won't go. Trudeau gets a rebound. And the Trojans pick up right where they left off, and that is missing a lot of threes here in this game. Timms has the ball on the drive, passes left side. Johnson's there to steal it. Here come the Trojans. Julian Johnson attacks left side, lays it up and in. Julian Johnson got the steal and went coast to coast. First basket of the game for Johnson. The lead is down to 8, McMullin County. Showed a lot of patience each trip down on that first half. Timms catches. Again, his 4 made three-pointers are the difference makers so far in this game. They all came in that first half of play. Missed shot there, rebound, secured by Turner for McMullin County. Back outside to Timms. Timms is open from 3. Can't get that one to go. Long rebound comes out to Julian Johnson, and here come the Trojans once again. Johnson kicks it out. 3 for Centrone. Can't find the range. Another rebound for Turner, his 4th of the game. Timms to Trudeau, back to Timms. Timms goes baseline, floats it up, no good. Johnson gets a rebound. Trojans get another stop. Julian Johnson handles it in the open court. Spins it over to Muniz, gets it back to Johnson. Timms gives him some room. Johnson for 3, got it! He dared him to shoot. He said, why not? Connects from beyond the arc. 5-point ball game. McMullin County with the ball. Outside it goes to Timms. Timms to George. Back to Timms. Trudeau comes out high. Catches there. Back to Timms. Timms on the left side. Inside to Trudeau. Back outside. Top of the key. Here's a little pass inside. And a nice bucket by Trudeau. Excellent ball movement that time down for McMullin County. Johnson finds Muniz. That 3 won't go. Trudeau gets a rebound for McMullin County. Timms left in the open. Pulls the trigger on a 3. Nothing doing, and Trudeau goes over the back and commits his 4th foul. Ryan Trudeau trying to fight off the block out of Julian Johnson. And that's his 4th foul. He'll have a seat on the bench for a while. It'll be San Perlita basketball. Had some moisture on the floor. They're attending to that. Trojans scored 6 points in the first quarter, 5 in the third. Check that, 5 in the second, already 5 here in the third. It's their ball. A 3 for the Trojans. Won't go. Timms has the ball for McMullin County. This 3, well off the mark. Timms gets a rebound. Kicks it outside for a royal 3. That won't go either. Rebound saved back in the paint. Kick it back outside to Little. Little to Timms. Timms off a screen. Kicks it over for a royal 3, and that won't go. Another offensive rebound for this Tilden team, and that three will go. Nate Royal finally connected. San Perlita ball, they're back down 10. Olivares off the dribble, put it up and in. Xavier Olivares with 2. Timms comes back for McMullin County. In the paint, off the dribble, that won't go. Johnson gets a rebound for the Trojans. For Julian Johnson, that's his 8th rebound. Olivares gets it back out. Centrone for a 3, that won't go. Beyond the arc, San Perlita, 2 of 17 from the arc. That's 12%. McMullin County ball. This is Timms. Timms on the drive to the right side. Hands it off to George. George to Little. Little to Royal. Out back to Timms again. Timms to the free throw line, to the paint, to George for 3. Well off the mark. Rebound goes out of bounds. It'll be San Perlita ball. Again, this 3-point shooting for the Cowboys, not much better. It's twice as good as San Perlita, but still it's only 5 of 21 for 24%. But still better than the 12% shooting for San Perlita beyond the arc. Johnson for 3. Tees it up, buries it. Shooting teams just keep shooting. It's a 5-point game. McMullin County, Timms on the reverse. Can't go, he got fouled. And Brandon Timms goes to the free throw line. Let's go over to the instant replay. And again, watch this Trojan team on the split screen brought to you by South Padre Island. SoPadre.com. Replay on your right side. And again, shooting teams just keep shooting. And Johnson knocks down a 3 ball. Meanwhile, Brandon Timms at the free throw line. Misses on the first free throw here. Timms has now got 14 points. That's his first free throw attempt of the contest. Second one on the trip here. Made that 1 of 2. The lead to 6. San Perlita basketball. Muniz brings it across. Johnson wants the ball on the right wing. They'll go inside to Olivares. Goes to work, missed the shot. Rebound by Royal. And the whistle blows as the ball goes out of bounds. McMullin County gets a stop. Timms brings it across. Defended by Razzo. Takes him on the dribble. To Royal, to Little. Reverse it to George. Now go inside. That's Turner. Back in the hands of Timms. Timms. Defended by Muniz. Flips it outside to Little. This is the type of offense we saw in the first half in which McMullin County was willing to just keep moving, spreading the ball, cutting. In this case, a whistle blows a foul away from the ball. They'll call it on Robert Muniz, which is his second. That's trying to fend off Nate Turner on the blocks. Trojan basketball, and here comes San Perlita back on the attack. Olivares goes inside, shot it again and made it. Xavier Olivares, 2 more. It's a 4-point game. McMullin County with the ball. Outside to Little. Little hands it off to Royal to Timms. Timms has been quiet here in the third. Stays with the dribble. Takes it in the paint. Let the shot go. Rolled it off. Johnson gets a rebound for the Trojans, and San Perlita can get even closer. Johnson from the baseline. Ball goes out of bounds. He nearly turned it over. He got into no man's land. Fortunately, there was a defender there that got his hand on that last as it went out. Send Perlita ball. Down by 4, out to Johnson. Guarded by Timms. Takes him off the dribble. Dishes it inside. Whistle blows. That'll be a foul called on McMullin County as Nathan Little came over on the help side defense and commits his second foul. Non-shooting foul, team foul number 2. Trojan basketball on the baseline. And they'll throw it in. Olivares inside, puts it in again. Xavier Olivares gets it to a 2-point game. Here's Timms. Timms, guarded by Centrone. Takes him into paint. Overhead pass to George. No shot available. Around the perimeter, a minute to go in the third. McMullin County has been outscored 14-6 here in this third. Over in the hands of Timms. Timms with the ball. Isolated against Muniz. Takes him baseline. Shot it, made it, and got fouled. Timms, Brandon Timms, took it right in against Julian Johnson. They call a foul on Caden Light underneath, but let's watch the Timms replay. For a tough shot here on the split screen. Watch it on your right side as he shoots the free throw left, which he misses. Watch that finish. Meanwhile, a double dribble. So it's San Perlita basketball. But a big-time finish for Brandon Timms. Last trip down. San Perlita ball. Out to Johnson. Johnson goes baseline, hangs in the air, shot it, and got fouled. Julian Johnson to the line. Third quarter heating up here between these two teams as Julian Johnson takes it baseline for the 2. 2-point ball game as Julian Johnson heads to the free throw line. He's got 10 points, 9 rebounds. Julian Johnson is ready at the free throw line, 0 for 2 in the game. Lets it go, makes it. 1-point ball game. McMullin County ball. Pass in the left corner, wide open 3. Answer, yes! Monster 3 goes down there for Brandon Overstreet. Trojans back with the ball. 4-point ball game. Julian Johnson left open out there. 12 seconds on the clock. Spins it left side. Work it back over to Johnson. 8 seconds. 3 on the way. Julian Johnson won't go. Rebound goes out of bounds. That'll be McMullin County basketball out of bounds. 2 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Get it into Little, lets it go, nothing doing. Third quarter was exciting. Trojans outscore McMullin County 17-11 to get back in this game. It's a 4-point contest, and we'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this.
Hey man, how you doing today? What can I do for you today?
I'm building a house from the ground up.
No problem. We will review your plan to make sure everything is to scale. Our team will create a complete materials list to get the job done.
That's why I always come here.
Relax. With Mott's, you've got this.
It's always the right time to visit the best beach in Texas. South Padre Island is home to good vibes, great food, and beautiful memories. Visit South Padre Island, your island escape.
Here we go, fourth quarter, ready to start. Trojans had some plans there. It'll be McMullin County basketball as we start the final quarter of play, and that three by Brandon Overstreet is a huge made basket in that third quarter. Pass inside, back outside. Timms for a three, won't go. Johnson gets a rebound for San Perlita. Trojans get it ahead. Working on the right side, shot goes up, no good. Rebound by McMullin County. Little secures that rebound. Timms in the paint this time. Can't get that one to go. Olivares gets a rebound. Now Timms goes down. 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go here. On a block out, Timms took a shot below the belt. Fourth quarter continues right after this on the San Perlita channel.
Traigo 100 kilos de ropa, lo que se me antoja, dinero en el banco. Muchos me andan criticando, pues traigo carrazos que como le hago. Tengo aseguro del bueno, pronto y flexible y sale barato. Es mi corrido humilde, que no se te olvide que me ando ahorrando.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
Back here after the timeout was called. It was an official timeout. An injury to Brandon Timms. He gets okay. He has to leave the game, though, momentarily. Checks out. He's ready to go back at the scorer's table on the next whistle. Stops the clock, though, with 7:20 to go. It is San Perlita basketball out of bounds. They'll attend to the moisture on the floor on the San Perlita side. The officials just want to make sure that everything's safe down there the next time the ball comes on this side of the floor. But again, Timms went down. The official behind the play blew the whistle, stopped play. And even though Timms walked it off and was ready to go, the officials, having stopped the clock, had to exit the game momentarily. Here we go, Trojan basketball, 7:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Outside it goes to Muniz. Muniz to Centron, to Johnson. Johnson, isolated on top, spins it left side to Centron. Over it goes to Olivares, in the paint, hangs in the air, it will not count, a travel. On the jump stop, Xavier Olivares got the shot to go, but the official blew it off. McMullin County ball. That allowed Timms to check back in the game for the Cowboys. And we'll see if the Cowboys go with a patient offense set. Again, a long period has went by with Ryan Trudeau on the bench after picking up his fourth foul here in this second half. He stays on the bench right now. Timms on the drive with a good ball fake. Finds Little for a three. Won't go. Johnson gets a rebound. And here comes San Perlita once again. Olivares, left side. And that's going to be a offensive foul called on the Trojans. They'll call that on Xavier Olivares, which is his fourth foul of the game. Cowboy basketball, here's Timms. Timms hands it off to Little. In the paint, that ball is caught as Trudeau now back in the game. Trudeau makes a move in the paint, hangs in the air, shot it, won't go. Johnson got another rebound for San Perlita's Trojans, and that's his 12th of the game. Trojan ball to Johnson, to Olivares, jump stop, shoots it, missed it. Trudeau gets a rebound. Ryan Trudeau with 9 rebounds in the game. Again, he was on the bench for a long time here in this second half. Timms on the drive. Can't get it to go. Johnson got another rebound, then he got fouled. And Brandon Timms, who was red hot to start this game. He had 12 points in the first quarter, 2 in the second, 3 in the third. Trojan basketball now down 4, near a steal. Trojans keep it on the offensive end. Pass to the left side. Now to Johnson, top of the key, 3. Won't go. Rebound, Timms secures it. Brandon Timms, his 3rd rebound of the game. Timms on the drive. Kick it out to George, high arcing pass to Little. Little slows it down a bit. Little to Timms. Timms on the drive, left side layup. Got it to go, it fell through. 6-point ball game, whistle blows, timeout called. Perlita Trojans want to talk it over. Again, you can see that patient set that time down by Tilden, the eventual layup. That's what was happening in the first and second quarter, in which the Trojans were just limited to possessions. Scored just 6 points in the first quarter, 5 points in the second quarter, and they'll talk it over how to ramp it up on the offensive side and erase what right now is a 6-point lead for this McMullin County team. Back after this.
You hear all the time, whenever you hear of Perlita, it's a basketball team. I'm the boys basketball coach for varsity. I played basketball with a couple of these guys, brothers. Anytime, I had my coaches around, it was like having a mentor in life. That's when I quickly realized, these guys don't just do it for the basketball, it's beyond basketball. It's creating a man out of these young boys at a young age. It goes from meeting your coaches and then them being your mentors, not just in basketball, but in life.
Perlita Trojans and McMullin County, boy, they've had some good games over the past few years. And we're in a good one here in the fourth quarter. Low scoring affair compared to some of the games we've seen between these teams, but nonetheless, 2-possession game. Johnson has the ball for the Trojans in the paint, flips it up, got it off the mark, no good. On the rebound, a jump ball, possession arrow, stay right here for Perlita. Trojans would rather have had the made basket, but they'll take it after Nate Turner got the rebound, then he got tied up. Olivares goes to work against Turner and puts it right up and in. Xavier Olivares continues to try to push this team forward. Timms on the other side, dishes off, out of bounds it goes, turnover, it'll be Trojan ball. Timms thought he could bring the defense with him and get it to Trudeau. 4-point ball game. Trojan basketball, they'll bring it across. Muniz to Johnson. In the corner it goes. Now inside to Olivares again, goes to work, missed the shot. Timms got the rebound. Cowboys with the attack. It's Timms in the air, tried to dish off again and traveled. Again, he's got an idea that he can draw defenders to him and then find an open Trudeau, but the defense behind that is staying put. Giving no angle, nowhere to give that pass to. Consecutive turnovers. Trojans trying to capitalize, though. Bring it across. Johnson on the dribble. Overhead pass. Back to the top of the key. Now to Johnson. Johnson gets fouled at the free throw line. Again, if you're counting team fouls, that's just the second for McMullin County. It's the fourth, though, on Eugenio George. And George will have a seat on the bench as Nate Royal checks in for the Cowboys. Trojan basketball. 3:44 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And they're attending to more moisture underneath the goal here on the San Perlita side on the offensive end. Just a chance for players to catch their breath here in this one. Now it's Trojan ball, and away we go. Outside to Johnson. Poked away by Timms. Recovering there is Muniz. Muniz to Johnson. Johnson gets it on the baseline to Olivares. Shot it, got fouled. And he's going to the free throw line. Let's see who they call the foul on. They call it on Nate Turner. And for Turner, that'll be his 5th. So Turner fouls out. George already has 4. He checks back in the game. And remember, Trudeau has 4. Xavier Olivares to the line. First one. No good. Olivares now 2 of 6 at the free throw line. You want to start counting possessions? This would cut it to a 1-possession game. It's a little early for possessions. Olivares is ready. One shot after a long pause. Now he's ready. Xavier Olivares. Misses that. Johnson got the rebound and got fouled. He missed a shot, but Trudeau just fouled out of the game. Julian Johnson slipped in and got the rebound. And Ryan Trudeau exits the game. And now suddenly the height advantage that was in the hands of McMullin County is now gone as Julian Johnson becomes the tallest player on the floor. He's at the free throw line now. All eyes on him for 2 shots. First one, no good. As a team, Trojans at the line, 3 of 11. That's 27% from the free throw line. Johnson ready with another. Misses that rebound. And a whistle, and they're going to call a foul on the Trojans. And that'll be the 5th foul on Xavier Olivares of the San Perlita Trojans. And I'm telling you right now, Brandon Timms kind of set that up. He looked over at the official right before the free throw and said, hey, watch 31 on the block out. And as the shot was hitting the rim, the whistle blew. They called the foul on Olivares. Timms has the ball. That's a whistle and a foul. And that'll be on the Trojans, Ryan Centrone. Team foul number 3 on San Perlita, and a timeout is called. Again, you go back. It was consecutive turnovers by McMullin County. Points produced off the turnovers, 0 on 2 trips for San Perlita. And McMullin County, who now talks it over, has a 4-point lead and the ball and the possession arrow in their favor when we return.
Hola, ¿en qué le puedo ayudar?
Acabamos de comprar una casa y tenemos que remodelarla. Necesitamos puertas nuevas, ventanas nuevas.
Tranquila, con Mats sí se puede.
Wow, me sacaste del apuro.
Tranquilos, con Mats sí se puede.
It's always the right time to visit the best beach in Texas. South Padre Island is home to good vibes, great food, and beautiful memories. Visit South Padre Island, your island escape.
Good ball game here at McMullin County. We are on the San Perlita channel on the RSL network. I'm Joe Bowling with you. Rudy Zamripa Jr. on the camera. McMullin County has a lot of things going for them right now. They lead by 4. It's their ball. They have possession, and they have the control of the alternating possession on the jump ball. Trojans committing their 3rd team foul. They can commit another without sending someone to the line. Little through a double team, hands it off to George. That ball's tipped and stolen. Taken away by the Trojans, Robert Muniz. Trojans get it over on the left-hand side. Shot, contact, charge. Good stand on the defensive side for the Cowboys. And again, you just start counting them. Multiple possessions for San Perlita. Down 4, can't get anything produced on the offensive end. Cowboys maintain the 4-point lead. Little on the drive, hands it off. Now they'll just run a standard weave on top. Timms guarded by Johnson. Takes him right side, maintains separation. Overhead pass, nearly stolen, out of bounds it goes. As Ryan Centrone with the right read, got in that passing lane, just couldn't control the ball before it went out. Cowboys to inbound the ball here on the road. Timms throws it on top to Little. Little out to Timms. Johnson out to guard him. Timms stays with the dribble. And a 5-second call as Johnson stuck with him. San Perlita basketball. Trojans bring it across again. Any points at all gets us to a 1-possession game. Centrone on the dribble. Kicks it over. Off the drive. All nearly taken away. Whistle blows. We'll see who they call this on. They're going to call it on McMullin County, and that means free throws for San Perlita. They call it on Brandon Timms, which will be his 3rd foul. And so now a free throw opportunity for San Perlita's Caden Light. Shooting 2. First one, no good. Trojan team in the 4th quarter from the free throw line, 0 for 5. Light ready with another here. Again, one made basket here. It's a 1-point game or a 1-possession game. Missed. Rebound and foul called on the Trojans. And that's no less than 5 possessions in a row in which San Perlita's had the ball down 4 here in the 4th quarter and can't cut into the lead. On the other side, Nathan Little will get to the free throw line. For Little, no points, 6 rebounds, hasn't shot a free throw yet. He'll shoot 2. First one good. As a team, McMullin County now just 5 of 9 from the free throw line. Little ready with another here. This to make it a 6-point game. He can't. Rebound for the Trojans. San Perlita ball. Johnson through traffic off the glass. That'll go and a foul. Julian Johnson. He'll get to the free throw line. And let's take a look at this on the Mott's Building Material replay. Julian Johnson isolated. And the finish, he'll get to the line. Good. Timeout on the floor. 2-point ball game. Now we got a 1-possession game and 2 minutes remain. We'll be back with more on the San Perlita channel after this.
Hija, tomorrow's your quinceañera. I need you to call your padrinos and tell them thank you for the salon, the tamales, the dress, el DJ.
Ay, Ama, you called them. I didn't even want a quinceañera in the first place. I would have preferred to have gone to Paris instead.
I will fine. I'm gonna give you your surprise gift early.
Huh?
Guess what? You're going to Paris.
How?
Well, I've been saving mucho dinero all year in insurance thanks to Pronto Insurance.
Let's just get the quinceañera and go straight to Paris.
Call your padrinos right now.
Okay.
Ask your agent how you can start saving with Pronto. Best price in town.
Back here on the San Perlita channel on the RSL network, I'm Joe Bowling with you. Unbiased coverage, 100%, my friends, is what I strive for, regardless of where you're watching these games. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you may be. It's McMullin County basketball. Here come the Cowboys. Across it's Little. Through a double team, finds Timms. Timms stays wide. Trojans trying to trace him, and they will commit a foul. As Johnson came over on a quick double team, and that's going to send Brandon Timms to the line. Brandon Timms in the game has 19 points. He's 1 of 3 at the free throw line. 2 shots here. First of which is good. Still a 1-possession game as Timms now eyes the important one. For the Cowboys of McMullin County. Makes that. Trojan basketball. They'll bring it ahead. Muniz hands it off to Johnson. Johnson spins it over. Here's an open 3. That's good! Ryan Central from beyond the arc. 1-point game. Tilden basketball, minute 28 to go. Over it goes to Little. Little, past Johnson. Pass it off, waits. Now gets it back to Timms. Minute 19 to go. Timms on the dribble. Takes it in traffic. Weaves it back outside to Little. Gets it back. Timms stays with the ball. Minute 12 to go. Guarded by Centrone. Stays away from that 5-second call. Takes it on the drive. Weaves back outside. Minute to go right now. And a foul called on Julian Johnson. And that's going to send Brandon Timms to the free throw line with a minute to go. Julian Johnson commits a foul. That's his third. Brandon Timms made 2 critical free throws last time down. He'll be shooting 2 here. Make them both. It's still a 1-possession game. First one, good. He started the game red hot, went extremely quiet in the second and third quarters, and Timms is now picking up the pace here down the stretch. Second free throw. Also good. 3-point ball game. Trojans with the ball. Johnson, 3 for the tie. Pinball's out. Offensive rebound. Kick it out. Here's for the tie. Good! Ryan Central ties it up. 43 seconds to go. Timms brings it across. McMullin County with the ball. They've led throughout this entire game. Little hands it off in the paint. Shot won't go. Trojans get the rebound and a jump ball called. Possession arrow favors Tilden. McMullin County, I told you they had a lot going in their favor. One of those was possession. They'll call timeout. We're tied at 39 apiece, and we'll be right back with more after this.
We live here. We work here. We love it here. Look for your motors in Brownsville, Texas. We're here for you.
You hear all the time, whenever you hear of San Perlita, it's a basketball team. I'm the boys basketball coach for varsity. I played basketball with a couple of these guys, brothers. Anytime, I had my coaches around, it was like having a mentor in life. That's when I quickly realized, these guys don't just do it for the basketball. It's beyond basketball. It's creating a man out of these young boys at a young age. It goes from meeting your coaches and then them being your mentors, not just in basketball, but in life.
Empty floor right now. San Perlita is your scene. 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. McMullin County called the timeout. It's their ball. All tied up at 39 apiece here in the fourth quarter. McMullin County will inbound the ball on the baseline on the offensive end. Timms to set him in motion. Throws it out high, caught there by Little. Little stays with the dribble. Johnson guarding Timms. Timms catches now. 20 seconds to go. Timms against Johnson. Takes him right side, backs him back outside. 15 seconds. Timms now on the right side, hangs in the air, off the glass, no good. Rebound by the Trojans, and a foul call in the backcourt. After Centrone got the rebound, he'll get fouled, and that means Ryan Centrone is going to head to the free throw line on the other side with 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Centrone, who hit that big three to tie the game at 39, now steps to the free throw line. A chance to put his team on top for the first time since the first quarter. Centrone is ready. 2 shots. First, no good. Trojans as a team, 1 of 8 from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter. Centrone trying to give his team a 1-point lead. Can't. Rebound. Johnson put it up. Julian Johnson makes it. Trojans lead by 2. Here's Sims for the win, and no good. Trojans winning 41-39 on a putback by Julian Johnson. Welcome to our postgame show here on the RSL Network. Julian Johnson took the Ryan Centrone missed free throw, secured the rebound, his 14th of the game, and scores his 16th point of the game. And an improbable victory the way this game played out, because the Trojans never led until that shot. McMullin County enjoyed the lead from the opening points scored until that Julian Johnson basket gave them their only lead of the game when it mattered. Our postgame show brought to you by Pronto Insurance, by Mott's Building Materials, by the City of South Padre Island, and by Luke Ferruya Motors. What a ball game here at San Perlita. And it's not the first time it's come down to something magical between these two teams, as the Trojans come away with a victory. Julian Johnson will get the putback and our player of the game. Hope you enjoyed this one, my friends. It'll be an instant replay coming up here on the RSL Network. Julian Johnson, man on the spot with a tip back, wins the game for the San Perlita Trojans. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. For Josh Rinconis back running things at Master Control, for Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera, I'm Joe Bowling for the RSL Network. From this time till next time on the RSL channel, thank you. So long.
And I've got my plan. I say lob it to Ryan Perez in the paint off a couple of screens. Esquivel to Garcia. Off the deflection. Los Fresnos comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a 3. Bang! Santa Maria!
There's Warner. Here comes a headed jam. Counted for 2. Field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved.
What a game. Cortez smacked to the left. That is gone. Lob for Perez. That's my play. Off the backboard. Count it. And a win. And a win. Ryan Perez wins the game.